Cool. Well, hi and welcome everybody to the first TTRPG stream on Cutest Patoot. Forgot my handle for a second, wasn't sure if it was Cutest Patoot or Cutest Patootus, but that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. But yes, welcome Connie and Drak to the amazing game that Connie created. If we could just go, we'll probably go in the order of the things, introducing ourselves and where we can be found. So Drak, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, hi, I'm Draconics, or Drak for short, he, they pronouns. And you can find me on Twitter at Draconics, it's Drakoniquiques. I stream all over the place, so honestly, that's probably the best place to find me because at any given moment, I don't know where I'm going to be next. So Twitter is, I'll probably retweet where I will be on Twitter. And today I'm going to be playing the devil, just basically me. I'm just going to be me, and this is going to be the real me. I've been playing a facade for so long. I finally just to get to be evil, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Drak evil. It's really hard for me to buy, so let's see what happens this stream.
I'm excited. So Connie, what do you do?
You got it.
Playing?
Yeah, I'm Connie, pronouns they, he, and she. I'm playing the Mortal for this quick and dirty hour of chaos today. When I'm not here, surrounded by these amazing talents on Brandy's stream channel, you can find me as the GM and producer behind Transplanar RPG, which, if you don't know, is an odd transgender, people of color-led, 100% homebrew Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition live-streamed actual play campaign set in an original, non-colonial, anti-Orientalist world. We stream Saturdays at 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and we have a mini-series currently streaming Tuesdays at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time at Transplanar RPG on Twitch. I am a tabletop actual play streamer, GM, performer, game designer, etc. Follow me on Twitter at @byconniechang. That's BYCONNIECHANG. With that, I'm going to toss the baton over to Brandy.
Everybody, you guys are at this point probably overly familiar with me, but just in case you're completely new, hi, welcome. I'm Brandy Rose. I am a TTRPG streamer, producer, hopefully soon, or actually technically already. I am a game designer and writer, as well as a podcast producer and host. You can find everything about me on my Twitter at the Brandy Rose, including all of my 3 currently running podcasts: Camera Interrupted, Cringe Warning, and Eat Crit, which is a TTRPG podcast. And coming November 7th, I have another show coming out. So in case you thought your ears were safe on the weekends, I will be coming to butt in on your Sundays with Intricate Rituals, a queerness in sports anime analysis. Although I say analysis very loosely, it's very gay, it's very silly. Show hosted with Livia at Area 51 Love Doll. So you can get all of those updates and the game that I recently released, Forever 41, a vampire game, on my Twitter, which is at the Brandy Rose, like I said. So I'm super excited for us to get into Halo and Horns. I will be our angel today, which is also not really in my personality. Actually, found out I was a lot more devilish than I thought I am. So this is going to be a nice, fun challenge. And without further ado, if everybody's ready, everybody feels comfy, everybody has their stuff, I'd say we dive right into playing. So if I remember correctly, the Mortal sets us up. So Connie, whatever.
You got it. Let's do it. I think the game opens on Riley Tong's very sweaty face as they are grinding through their 5th set of heavy back squats at the Y at 6 a.m. I just sort of see them with the bar across their back. They're heaving it up for another rep, and they're like, they've got these Bluetooth headphones on, right? You can like hear Skillet just like like through the headphones, and they like heave up this final weight, and they walk it forward. They rack the bar, and they get out from underneath it. And as they check themselves out in the mirror, you all see a 5'5" Asian person with these like really muscular thighs, and they just look like really well defined and well cut, and they've got this like kind of ratty t-shirt on that's clearly their like one gym t-shirt with some sort of like faded band logo on the front, and they've got a belt strapped on right in their midriff, and they let out a sigh as they undo like a notch on the belt, and they start putting it into their gym bag, which is at the feet of the squat rack, because it's way early in the morning and they need to get to work after cranking out these heavy leg day squats. And I think they're starting to wrap up. That was their final set. and they're starting to pick up their whey protein shake, and they're shaking it. You can hear like the clacker box inside as they sweep like a hand through their short, tangled black hair and start to take a drink.
I love that. I'm always here for thick thighs. Yes, for thick thighs. Thick thighs save lives, or end them, I guess, depending on which one of us wins. But
very good point.
yes, Drak as the devil, because I am so angelic and I am so kind and I am so gracious. I will allow you to go first.
I mean, it only makes sense to let the best go first. The
up.
most humble and the most good-looking one go first. So of course I will, gladly. So I think, I don't know if we decided this, but I think it'd be interesting if we are actually like standing by, sorry, what's your character's name again?
Riley.
I think it'd be interesting if we're actually standing by Riley, like we walk through the world with them,
the veil,
but just can't be seen. So I think beside, like sitting on a bench, it's meant to be before bench press, but he's kind of just sitting there flicking through his phone, is the devil. He's a black man in a very sharp looking suit, tie, all black, with a white shirt underneath, a red pocket handkerchief, and just the most polished shoes ever. Like, if you look into them, you can probably see a reflection, and in your reflection, you'll see your screaming soul. But it's just that clean.
They're Louboutins, is what you're saying.
100%, yeah, Louboutins for sure. The most awful, inhumane Louboutins ever. Like it's awful. And he's just watching Riley working out and saying, they should have just decided to be lazy today. It would have been a lot easier to go through the workday without having aching legs. And just sitting there silently judging as he watches Riley get ready to go to work.
Not so silently. So the angel is dressed like a Y2K bubblegum babe, and is upside down, like from the like chin up bar, but like has like her legs kind of like crossed around and is just hanging there watching, very like chill still, and is like has a little game controller in her hand. It's wireless, not like mine. Pretend this isn't here. It's like a little wireless game controller, and it's just like, and she moves. She like slightly, there's like a TV because there's TVs all over gyms now, and there's like a TV, and she just like clicks like a button on her controller, and just the first thing that happens is that it's like, interrupting our regularly scheduled programming for this breaking news. And there is a picture of a new like factory that's being unveiled. And it's going to be producing, or it's going to be refining. It's a refinery, not a factory, because you can't make these things. Because I know how the world works. Both me and the angel are very worldly. And it's a refinery for agave nectar. And the angel is like looking at it a little iffy, and clicks the channel like one more time, and then a documentary comes on about the process of getting agave nectar and the negative influence it has on the environment. And then she just ups the volume like by 10. It's like a little glitch.
Okay. I think Riley Skillet is still blasting through Riley's headphones, but they pause because I think their head's going up as they drink their whey protein, and their like eye catches the screen, and they're looking not necessarily at the negative effects of the agave nectar refinery, but at the hot reporter reporting on it. And they're just sort of like staring at her cleavage a little bit, and then they shake their head and lower the whey protein.
I would like, while they're looking, I kind of want to just like, you just see the devil just press a button on the phone, and you just live on television, one of the buttons just get undone just a little bit more, just to show a little bit more, just a tasteful amount. But he just kind of does that, and kind of watches Riley and kind of laughs.
Yeah, my wings flutter just like indignantly, and I like glance over, and I'm like, "Don't you have another mortal to pick on?"
No, actually, I've done all of my jobs. This is the last one on the list. And it honestly barely done anything. They already seem to be the debaucherous type.
Every human is good at their core, and this one's core is solid.
I mean, yes. Yeah, I can't deny that.
Well, you are not winning this one because I have a quota to meet, and then we get bigger wings. You're not getting in the way of bigger wings.
I didn't want to say anything. Your wings were rather. I mean, I'm sorry. I know some people say it's not the size that matters, but I think for the most part, it really is.
The wing just like flaps like towards you, and it doesn't touch you, but it's like if I could commit violence, I would, but I can't. Like physically incapable.
Actually, I'd say the woman upstairs wouldn't be very happy if you did anything. Just saying.
Well, the gremlin downstairs is never happy regardless, so.
Yes, but they provide really good suits, especially to the employees of the month. So I plan on keeping that. But go on. I'm just gonna watch you do your thing, interrupt when it's fun.
And like the wings are like puffed up permanent. They're just like trying to seem bigger because it didn't bother them.
Don't strain yourself.
They're puffing. You're about to make me lose a feather.
Oh, actually, I think you already are. I mean, it happens, you know. Angel pattern boldness is natural at your age.
I am only 3 millennia old. Thank you very much.
Ooh, I would have guessed a bit older than that from the looks of it. I'm really sorry. But yes, again, what was the plan?
Angel to death.
I think Riley's in the parking lot. They've left the, left the premises.
Yeah, 100%. We kind of like look around. Wait, where did they go? Oh, okay.
Little blink.
Yeah.
Are we both in the car? Should we transport to the back seat?
Wait, I love that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we both look, and I
You're in
shotgun, so I'm in the passenger seat. See.
Well, I need the room for my wings, so you wouldn't have fit in the backseat anyway.
If you say so.
You both appear in Riley's 2010 Subaru Outback. As they close the driver's side door, it's a manual, I think, so they do the stick shift thing and they start pulling out of the parking lot and they like pull onto the main street and they start to drive. As they do, they connect their phone to like a shitty little aux cord that they're sort of fumbling with one hand and like kind of distractedly driving as they're trying to like play their own music.
As you're driving, he pulls out his phone. I think he's been playing Flappy Bird this whole time, but then notices that you weren't paying attention and then goes, oh, this is the perfect chance. I'm gonna as he taps an icon on his phone, you see a moose, just a full-on moose, run out into the middle of the street and stand there.
A moose?
Oh my god!
Just a straight-up moose.
Just for reference, Mortal, Riley, what city are we in? Where are we?
We're in like Boston.
And as the moose runs onto the street, you hear the radio. Actually, what are you listening to? Do you have a radio, or is it just plug your phone in?
It's my phone, but you could totally turn the radio on instead because it's like an old, decrepit machine, so it does what it wants.
As the moose runs into the street, you hear on the radio. I've never been to Boston. I don't know if there is a zoo or how it works, but you hear the Boston Zoo. There's been a break in the Boston Zoo. Wild animals are running amok. If you've seen any elephants, any tigers, and a lot of moose, please keep an eye out, especially for the moose. Keep nearly saying moose. They are especially dangerous.
I'll let you say GIF in your own time, but you will not say mace in front of me.
Wow.
Will make this angel turn to hell. No. Okay. I bust out my game controller. The game controller that I have, by the way, is bedazzled and white. This is not for scale. This is not the same.
Oh, mine is absolutely it. I'm evil. I got a red case. It's a red.
Also,
red
these
iPhone.
wings are not to scale. They're just all I had on me.
Yeah, that's
by
actually
the
a lot
way.
smaller in reality.
Oh my god. Shots fired.
Be fired myself. Anyway, the angel clicks a few buttons and the radio turns on and starts to interrupt with a nice little a very catchy song, surprisingly, for the fact that it's for an ad. It's like one of those ads where it's like, this is better than the original song, because I'm divine and I can do anything. And it's this catchy song that at first you're just like maybe it's like something that is a jingle that's very popular. So I think maybe at first it's like, okay, this is maybe just a song, but then it is listing all of the dangers of deforestation caused by agave nectar collection.
I crash into the moose.
It's probably more pressing. But
Yeah, as I
Yeah. Yeah.
as that song plays, like Riley goes, "Holy shit!" And
Yep.
like the Subaru like Outback just smashes into the legs of
Smashes
this moose.
into it.
Wait, how big
The
are
mo-
moose?
They're
Huge.
pretty fucking huge. Like I saw one and I'm pretty sure like the size of like at the very least the height of many cars. Like most cars, large cars.
8 feet
They're
tall.
taller.
10
Yeah,
they're
feet
taller
with
than
the
cars.
head.
Yeah.
That is literally exactly twice my height.
So
Yep.
you just total your car entirely. Like the moose is I don't know how fast you're driving. The moose is probably pretty hurt. I don't know if it's dead, depending on how fast you
Oh my god. The moose is probably fine, right?
Really?
I
Yeah,
feel
the
like
moose is
moose can
fine.
just walk away from car crashes, like totally okay.
I chose a moose because I knew they were big. Don't know how much they can take, damage they can take. But yeah, it takes a hit, just makes the loudest, honestly more annoyed sound at you than anything else, and then just trots away. And yeah, you're just sat there in your car. Everything's steaming, and it looks like there is nothing you can do to save your car right now. And
I like shake my head. I think I'm like bleeding a little, like from my nose as like the airbag has inflated,
Yep.
and I'm just sort of like bamboozled there for a second, like disoriented. What the?
and the
And
devil
I'm like
like
reaching for
outside
my
of the
phone.
car. He somehow made it outside the car before the car crash happened. He's just standing out there like brushing some dust off his suit.
I did not make it out as the car crash happened because I didn't know it was coming. So my wings are a little crumpled. I'm fine. I'm just a little wrinkled. So I like out of the car and I stand next to the devil and I like shake them out a little bit. They're still a little crinkled and I'm just glaring.
You're really attached to this whole guave thing. What's all that all about?
It is so bad for the planet. And they've already done so many things that are bad for the planet. Plus,
Then what's one more thing? You know, it doesn't really matter.
you can't think like that. Then you'd be you, actually. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, you know, simple minds can only grasp simple concepts. So I suppose letting things be might just be, you know, in your nature. And like one feather like falls down and it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be nice. Anyway, but if you'd really want to know, I have a little bit of information on it. And you like it sounds like she's gonna bust out a pamphlet. She snaps her fingers, and this like tomb, like this like person-sized tomb, thuds to the ground directly next to the devil, and like sprays a little dust onto his shoes.
Oh god damn it. So many children have to work on these shoes. Don't mess them up. God.
Well,
Yeah, so what's this about?
well, if you don't understand, I'm not gonna tell you yet.
Okay, well, I think the police are on their way. You hear a police siren, multiple police sirens rushing in, because I think I don't know if I'm actually allowed to do this, but I think as you had been driving and not looking where you were going or at the meter, you were actually driving above the speed limit as well.
That's fine.
And yeah, so they come rushing to see your totaled car, and I'm assuming you getting out of it.
Yeah, Riley, I guess like the Subaru's kind of flipped off to the side of I think, is this like the middle of the city? It could be like on the outskirts of Boston. I'm thinking like this probably isn't like Mass Ave. Like Riley stumbles out,
so
phone
funny.
in hand. That'd be hilarious. I guess like other cars are passing as well. There's like rubberneckers at this point. And, like Riley's just sort of staggering. They've got some blood on them. Like their hair is disheveled. I think their windshield is cracked and smashed in. And they're like, ugh. They're like shielding their eyes and they're starting to wave down the paramedics. Hey, I think I need some help here.
The angel like looks over really quickly at the speed limit signs and it just like snaps her fingers and suddenly the number is way higher than it originally was. So like where the speed limit was like 45, it now says 80.
Oh my!
Just to make sure you weren't speeding. She didn't think that far.
The devil
He just
looks
doesn't
at
want
the
you to get
angel
in
and just
trouble.
goes, "I think you're doing my job for me." Okay.
You don't you say that.
And the police and the paramedics, because there was definitely a crash. The paramedics are definitely arriving. Do pull up and rush out to check up on you. Are you okay? What happened? You seem to.
I hit him.
How many things am I holding?
Two. I think two. Yeah, I hit him. I hit a moose.
Okay, they got hit really hard. I was clearly holding up 5. Can we get them into the ambulance?
Wait.
And this like cherub faced, like super cute, very short, like Latino man like comes out of the ambulance and he's all bright eyed and he has that spark of like I love Jesus about him. And he's just like, let me check. I mean, today's my last day as a paramedic, before I retire. So if you don't mind, old pal of mine, if I could take a look at our patient here. Hi there.
Yes, of course.
So, what happened? Do you remember what happened?
I swear to God, there was a moose. It just ran out in the middle of the street, and I hit it. It was huge. I mean, is the moose still here?
No, it's gone.
Oh, the moose is annoying.
Like,
the moose is
any
fine.
evidence of the moose is gone.
I swear to God, it ran past that Dunkin' Donuts right over there. I swear.
Well, there was a breakout of the zoo, so you know what?
Right. Yeah, the
nobody
radio.
else was hurt, so maybe we should just get you to a hospital. Do you want to? Maybe we should lay you down for the
hospital.
ambulance.
Can you just treat me here? I have to get to work.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. It seems really bad, actually. I think you do need to take you to the hospital.
and your
being
car
quite a
is pretty totaled. We don't typically give rides. So I think, we'll give you a note for work. There's, if your phone survived, you can call him from the ambulance. We do have signal typically.
Okay. Yeah, can you just here, I'll give you my manager's number if you could just like text him, or I don't really know how this works. I'm a line cook at Hooters, so here. And Riley
You
starts,
are living the life, Riley.
like starts giving you like information about like their manager and their phone number, etc. Yeah, I guess I gotta get to a hospital. Damn.
Yeah. So let's lay you down on the stretcher.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
You see,
yeah.
the devil's just given the angel the dirtiest glare as his paramedic helps Riley into the ambulance.
The halo is glowing so much brighter, it's a little obnoxious. And I like pop into the ambulance next to the stretcher, and I'm just kind of like sitting there. Also, much like gay people, angels aren't capable of sitting normally, and so I am fully like laying down on the floor of the ambulance with my like legs up on the wall, just like looking back like this, wings spread out.
Naturally, the devil's sitting in the passenger seat of the ambulance as well, legs kicked up on the dashboard as he's kind of watching the paramedic drive. And looking behind him every so often at Riley.
Hey, listen, am I gonna be okay? Like, am I bleeding internally or something? Can you tell?
Oh, well, and the kind, like slightly like elderly but still fresh faced, because being a good person keeps you young and pretty forever. Fresh-faced paramedic like gives Riley like a gentle pat, like kind of paternal pat on the shoulder, and goes, "Oh, you're gonna be fine, buddy. I mean, with how strong you are, look at you. What do you bench? Like a number? I don't know what pounds are. Sure. Yeah, that's so many pounds. I mean, that's about my many pounds. So you are going to be just fine. Plus, you show no signs of like bleeding internally. You're coherent. You haven't lost consciousness. So we're just going to need you to stay awake and make sure
Okay,
that your
yeah.
head's okay. So if you want, how about you give us a little, just some information about yourself? Is there anything you're passionate about?
Yeah, I like to work out. I work at Hooters, not as a Hooter, I guess, but as a cook. I've born and raised in Boston my whole life. There was a super weird documentary on about agave nectar in the gym, but the reporter was really hot. And then it came on again on the radio right before. God, do you think it's related? Do you think that's just sort of like my bad trigger word? Like, whenever I hear about agave, bad things happen?
When you say that, the ambulance stops so suddenly, nearly everyone's thrown forward.
You hear the angel. You can't see her because she's in the chaos, but you just hear, "Devil, damn it!"
And you see, like, in the front, the devil, like, you see, like, he kind of like reached over and just slammed the brakes without the paramedic who's driving wanting to or knowing, and everyone just gets thrown over and like,
my IV,
head's banging. Right when you say agave, and then the paramedic's like, "Sorry, everyone, that was my bad. I'm not entirely sure what happened. We probably should get this ambulance serviced. It's ridiculous that they haven't kept it under maintenance. Sorry about that. Is everyone okay?
It just happened again. I'm okay. Ow, the IV in my hand hurts though. You see, it's bad luck."
And he just he just goes, "Well," and then you see like he twitches for like a second, kind of like divinities like flicked him in the forehead, which is exactly what the angel just did. And he goes, "Actually, maybe the bad things happen because agave nectar is so, like, the harvesting is so bad for the planet. Maybe it would get better if we worked to like
paramedic in the
end
head
it."
and goes, and he just goes, "Lucian, you keep talking about agave, please. No one cares. I know this is how you get people into your whole cult thing. That's honestly the reason why this is your last day at the ambulance. You've been doing this a lot at the hospital. Okay, it's getting a bit too much. I'm sorry. Your name's Riley, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Just ignore him. He gets a lot like this. So a lot of the people we bring to the hospital I honestly think it's comes some kind of like multi-level marketing thing. He's just trying to
hear you,
Yes, I know. I've told you this multiple times and it won't get through to you. So I'm warning.
It's not an ML. It's just a charity.
Riley, just
it's
ignore
not even
them.
a charity with money. It's an activist group. And then, like, realizing that everything he says is going to make it
That's
worse.
what it's a cult. It's 100%.
It is not a cult.
Can I get to the hospital, please?
Yes. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get you there as soon as possible. It's odd actually. The speed limit is a bit higher than it usually is, but I guess I'm gonna take advantage of that and get you there as soon as possible. Let's see how quick this can go to from 0 to 80. And he just and he speeds to the hospital.
The angel is just sitting there and like sneaks like a small like ibuprofen and just like takes it for the divine headache that's like brewing behind their temple.
They're just kind of looking behind us like, "You thought of it 80 from 45 to 80. There was no way I'm not gonna have fun with that."
And the angel's just staring because she can't change it back, because then you'll get stopped for speeding and you'll have committed a crime, and she can't enable a crime. But also she's just sitting there like, "Okay,
what's wrong? Is it too dangerous?
Cool.
I could drop the speed limit if that's what you want. I could do that real quick."
Nope, leave it.
Sure?
Leave it.
Okay, well, hold on tight. It's going to take a really sharp turn. I think he's getting a bit too into the whole Tokyo drift thing. And you just see
with an ambulance.
This most intense.
Oh my god!
It doesn't have the right weight distribution.
He just takes the most intense turn. And I think what happens is the radio turns on and it's talking about agave. And then the moment they say agave again, the intense turn.
Oh god! See, I told you. Bad word.
I'm very sorry. You probably have a concussion. I probably should slow down. I was having a little bit too much fun. It's not every day that you get to ride an ambulance at 80 and it be legal. Sorry, let me just, and he
Are the
slows it.
sirens
gradually
even
slows it.
on?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh God.
He's just been swerving in and out through traffic the entire time. But he slows down to a more normal 30, I guess, and pulls up to the hospital. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Are you okay back there? We're at the hospital.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, can someone call my emergency contact, my girlfriend? I just want her to know that I'm okay.
Sure, no problem. And like Lucian, I think didn't you give him the phone earlier to text your manager?
Yep.
Yeah, so he had texted your manager, letting him know like who's who. And then also because he's a nice person, he took a selfie of the like ambulance. And you were just like in the stretcher doing whatever. And he took a selfie to prove that you were in an accident and it's not just like you pranking it or whatever. And just goes, sure. What's her contact name?
It's really embarrassing. It's got a ton of heart emojis. It's
right.
Baby Crisp.
Sure. And what's her name?
Amber. Sorry, yeah, my head hurts a lot. Amber.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably have a concussion after that crash.
right.
Honestly, that very fun ride.
We are dialing Amber. It is up to you if she picks up or not.
I'm gonna say, as the devil, the
God.
devil taps his phone, and just as Amber's phone starts to ring, does Amber work?
That is up to y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave Amber completely.
Amber is a Hooters waitress.
Okay, cool. Amber's a Hooters waitress, and Amber is bringing in an order to someone who made one at Hooters, and her phone fell out of her pocket as she hands it over, and little kids, don't know why a kid's there, but the kid of
people take their families there all the time.
I have never been to Hooters. I know very little about it, but I know enough that I feel like that's not normal or shouldn't be. I don't know. But a little kid, maybe like 6 or 7 years old, just picks it up and just starts chewing on it, just biting it and messing, like playing with it like it's a toy.
The angel like snaps her fingers, and luckily the parent that took the child to Hooters is suddenly hit by this overwhelming parental instinct to maybe not do what they're doing, and just looks for their kid and goes, oh, it's a phone, and like it's ringing, so like they pick it up and go, hello, and it's like a very deep voice that says hello. And Lucian just goes, hello, is this Amber? And the person goes, nope, I just found this phone. Amber, is there an Amber here? Your move?
I would I think Amber's too busy. Hooters right now is very busy, or pretty loud. Right now, I think it gets lost in the crowd as she calls for Amber.
Maybe another waitress recognizes the name though and says like, oh well, Amber works here, I can give it to her. So they take it. So this is Amber's coworker, Eden, and Eden picks up the phone,
of course, and
says, hi, Amber can't come to the phone right now, but I can totally take a message. And then Lucian goes, yeah, it's you said what? Eden? It's a coworker.
Oh, Eden. Oh, she's Amber's like best friend at work. Tell Eden that what happened to me, okay? That I'll be okay. I can't come into work though.
Okay. So what happened was, hi, my name is Lucy and I'm a paramedic. So Riley is okay, but was in a car accident. We're taking him to the hospital right now. And
wait. Tell Eden that I'll be home for our anniversary still. I will be home for our anniversary, right? Like this isn't a huge deal.
We'll need to see how serious
yeah, I mean, you did almost forget your girlfriend's name for a second. So we do need to check your head. Tests can take a few hours, but it's early-ish in the day. So you should be home at least by dinner. So Riley should be home at least by dinner for the anniversary, they say. So just let Amber know when you can, and I'll be handing the phone back to Riley now. And Eden goes, yeah, okay, I'll totally tell her. Thank you. Bye. And like hangs up and like goes off probably to find Amber and give her the phone, which like TBH, what she should have done is just find Amber and give her the phone. Yeah. But Eden is not the sharpest crayon in the box.
No, no, she's not.
She is, however, a very successful hooter. So she's got that going for her. But yes, so Lucian hands the phone back to Riley.
Okay, can we get these tests over with, please?
Yeah. The paramedic, my paramedic. I'd actually describe the paramedic that I'm in control of. He is a very large. I think Riley would see this. Definitely lifts as well. Like very, very built. But I think he, while Riley has legs for days, I think he mostly concentrates on like the arms and the biceps. It's kind of like it can barely. He doesn't have twig legs. I want to make that very clear. I would never take control of someone who skips leg day entirely. But it's just leg day is not his priority. Okay. But yeah, he can barely fit in his paramedic uniform. And as he comes out, he helps you down from the ambulance.
Thanks, man. Hey, no sick problem, traps, bro.
Thank you. I mean, I have to say, I can tell you've got legs for fucking days. What you said you lifted? What?
But 210? Bench press. Yeah, I squat like 500.
Oh, okay. I need you to tell me your regimen because I've got good legs, but I couldn't get to that point. I've just if you have any tips or anything, let me know.
Honestly, a lot of it is genetics. You look like you are naturally like a triangle shape, but you know, just keep working the legs. And I really need some like tips from you about your freaking your wings. You've got massive wings.
Absolutely, dude. I can help you. I actually have
the angel has like a little vein throb at that.
I know, thank you. It's just I'm very proud of them. I think some people
your lats are huge.
Angel. Yeah, I know. I've been working on them specifically. Yeah, but I can show you a workout actually I'm using after this, obviously, because I probably should.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's gonna lead you into the hospital as the devil follows on your left shoulder.
Lucian has to stay with the car because a paramedic tends to have to stay with the car after one of them like wheels them in.
Yeah.
So Lucian's in the car, and the angel just like looks at Lucian and is like, you did your best, child, and like pats him on the head, and Lucian just feels like the ache in his shoulder is like gone, and it's great because it's been there for like 15 years, so he's like super happy to start retirement now, and he feels really great. And I was like, okay, bye. And the angel is like poofing to like stay with Riley and everybody else, and is just like silently like trying to figure out her next move while like shooting the occasional glare at the devil.
He's not even paying attention to you. No, just walking with a hand in his pocket, one and looking down at his phone, and he's following Riley to I'd say I think the hospital is like jam-packed. There's been so many like accidents and attacks because of not just attacks actually accidents because all of a sudden the speed limit turned to 80. And the other lanes and other roads couldn't compensate for that. So a lot of people have been running into each other, quite frankly, as well as the escaped zoo animals.
Oh my God.
That matter much.
The angel has like the vibrate function of the controller because it's also got a little mic in it. Because why not? It's divine. And it's been buzzing very consistently for the last 5 minutes. She is not pressing the button that is blinking.
The devil kind of just looks at the very busy restaurant hospital, and then looks at Angel and just says, boy, there are going to be a lot of people going downstairs today. Oh, thanks for that. And
several feathers fall off of the wings.
I didn't have to do anything.
Stress.
And yeah, you get led into I think you get led into the waiting room because at this point there's so many people that there aren't any rooms left. So you're getting like they're pulling in equipment from rooms and checking you out in like the waiting room, like right at the back of the waiting room. And again, they just do the whole thing where they get like a flashlight, check if your eyes are dilating and reacting right. Again, holds up. How many things am I holding up?
2.
Again, I'm holding up 5. Okay, this is really
Wow.
serious. I think we're gonna have to take you. You might have to stay a bit longer and just check up, and just because usually this would be an in and out kind of situation, but it seems like you hit your head very hard.
What, do I have to stay overnight?
Depends on how you improve. I just would rather keep an eye on you. Have you? I just also need to stay awake. That's the most
Okay,
important thing.
yeah,
You
yeah,
definitely
no
have a
worries,
concussion
I'm-
of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I
Okay.
figured.
And I think in the background, just because of course in the waiting room is a TV, and the TV goes back to that newscaster. I'm not talking about Agave anymore, but they're still talking. It doesn't seem like they've noticed that the button's gone undone. So like it's just there, in the background while the paramedic is talking to you. So I think you said you had an anniversary, right? When do you have plans for that? Is that are you good, or do you think you move that just in case? Because I don't think, even if you are okay to go home, you hit your head pretty hard. Okay, it seems you're out of it. Okay.
Well, no, I'm paying attention. Yeah, I've got my girlfriend Amber. We have our anniversary tonight. Our 1 year anniversary.
1 year.
It's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Do you have anything planned that you can't move to another day, just in case? You might not stay overnight, but
I was gonna go home early and cook her a nice dinner, and then we were gonna watch Squid Game.
Squid Game. Oh,
Yeah. She's a huge horror. She's like a big
okay.
fan
Just
of
want
Saw.
to make sure, yeah, because I watched it.
The
Did not
angel
get
looks
warned about what
horrified.
it would be about, and it honestly terrified me. So I just wanted to make sure that you had all the trigger warnings and everything. That's perfect. That's awesome. Well, there is very much a chance that you won't be able to go home today. We can call up your girlfriend and let them know. I'm pretty sure they'll be okay with you missing your anniversary because of a car accident.
She's pretty intense.
Oh boy, Amber intense. Interesting. So as you guys are talking, this 6 foot tall, absolutely stunning woman walks in, and she is Greek. She comes in, her name tag says Dr. Thula. And she comes out into the waiting room, and she's
Please let that be my doctor.
She's kind of checking.
I would like to
in
add
people.
something.
Yeah.
Can I add something to this?
Yes.
Riley, you look up at them and you're like, no way. That's my ex.
Oh God. Okay.
Your ex had one hell of a glow up since you guys dated.
Yeah, they glowed up in every aspect of the term when it came to
wait a
jobs
minute.
and looks.
Evangeline? What? But how did she get 6 feet tall?
And Dr. Thula turns because she heard her name and is like, Riley? Oh my God. And rushes over to you and is instantly kind of between you and the paramedic and is fussing over you and checking and is like, okay, well, and then
Eve, it's been months.
back.
What years?
Yeah, I mean, summer camp is something you don't really do that much anymore in your age, and so
Insert age here.
and insert age here exactly, and Dr. Thula just looks at the paramedic and goes, could you go get me this cart and this, I don't know medical terms in English.
Me neither. It's fine.
Can you go get me this chart and this, and then can you get me the blood pressure cuffs and stuff so that I can speak their vitals?
So that just to make this more not realistic but funny, I think at least Riley thinks they're hearing this. They actually just hear the doctor say, can you get me the cart and the thing and the thing and the thing? It doesn't sound like they have any idea of what they're talking about. The paramedic's like, yeah, sure, and rushes off to get the thing and the cart and the thing and the thing.
And the cuffs. Chat is really going for it.
I guess you ended up going to med school like you said you wanted to during summer camp.
Yeah, I've been practicing here for about 6 months. I got out of my residency and took over the ER. So what happened to you today? And what's this I hear about an anniversary?
Well, I hit a moose. The zoo breakout, and I guess the speed limits changed or something overnight. And but I wasn't.
Rushed in, as you say, that someone's rushed in, and they look absolutely that. The arm is shattered. It looks
oh my
bad. as they rush in another person from who's
The
been
angel
involved in a
loses
80
several
plus
feathers.
accident.
And the
Yeah.
thing is vibrating aggressively in their hands. They're ignoring it. But yes, Dr. Thula is like, a moose? You hit a moose?
I hit a
guess I
freaking
heard-
moose, Eve.
That is crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
and of all the, ERs.
I know, right? Of all the places to meet again, but I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for a year. Anniversary tonight. She's a waitress at Hooters. I'm a line cook there.
Well,
I guess
you've
business
always
school
had a
didn't really
type.
pan out. Hey, I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, pretty gross, I guess.
I'll take that as a compliment. And Dr. Thula goes, well, look, okay, Drak, you in the chat, you need to behave. The
didn't say
angel's about
anything.
to. Oh no, not at all. And so Dr. Thula goes, well, technically there's supposed to be a list, but I can probably get you into a room right now if you can. Can you walk? Are you up? Like, can you?
Yeah,
are your feet okay?
yeah, I'm fine. My feet
Okay.
are fine. It's just my head, I think.
Great. And like Dr. Thula puts her arm like around you and is like gently like rubbing your shoulder in like this like comforting way, almost like she doesn't realize that she's doing it. She's just like, okay, we'll just get you to a room right now, and then
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
be able to get all of your stats, and hey, maybe you'll even make it home for dinner with what's her
Amber.
name? Amber? Yeah. We
Yeah.
can totally get you back home in time for dinner with Amber.
Thanks,
Did you
Eve.
say-
Should I call you Doc instead? I don't know.
No, that'd be so weird. I think it's okay. I don't think there's any rules against having dated a patient.
Right. Yeah, you're not gonna try to like strangle me during the checkup or anything like that.
No, of course not. I hope
The
you don't
devil
remember
opens
our
up his,
breakup
like,
as
memo
anything
pad and is like,
bad.
I need to write that one down. That was a good idea.
Oh no.
It's just because summer ended in high school and
Exactly.
it's just-
I mean,
yeah.
we were just teenagers.
Yeah, we didn't
we
really
had
know
whole
what we were doing.
lives. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you knew what you were doing, but
So Riley, I have a question. Riley, in at least when you're a teenager, were you the type of person to like make things like jewelry or necklace or something like that for?
Absolutely. You can just make shit up that Riley has
Okay,
done. Go for
perfect.
it.
You see around
Oh.
Eve's neck is still
Oh.
the necklace. Like I think it's probably like
like a good luck
I
charm.
I think it's something more personal than a love child. I think you like made it with your bare hands. 'Cause I feel like that's kind of the type of person Riley would be. But they
Aw.
have,
and it's
like, it's
still
kind of-
around Eve's neck.
Yeah, and it's a kind that you would like attach to yours to make it a full thing. I think I'm just going with classic heart, but like it was a handmade heart. And it's got one half of the heart around their neck, and they kind of like when you say you're not gonna like strangle me in like in the middle like during the checkup or anything like that. We're just high schoolers, right? She kind of like hides the necklace, but you see her hiding, but she kind of hides it.
What-
So, yeah,
what's that, Eve? Is that?
Oh, I started using it as a good luck charm. I've always been superstitious, and then I passed, the
Oop.
MCATs with it, and then I passed the entrance exams to Yale with it, and then I passed. Is it called the? I don't know. In German, it's still called the bar. What's it called for medical people? The bar? Is that a thing that they do also? I don't know.
For law. I
Sure.
think you can make it up though. It's our
Sure.
world.
The medical bar. So then I passed the medical bar with it, and the one day the cord snapped, and that was the first day I lost a patient. Now I get a little antsy, I guess, without it. I kind of forgot you made it for me, actually. I mean, it meant a
Wow.
lot at the time, but it's just a good luck charm now.
Had no idea you still hung on to that old thing.
Well, I've always been really superstitious. I mean, you know what my family was like, constantly,
Right, yeah, the
throwing
Greek.
salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
They're a little intense.
I hung on to mine too. It's still in the back of my closet somewhere.
Ooh. And then like she's just teasing you, but she's like, in your Evangeline box. I'm just
What?
joking. I'm just
what? No, I don't
joking.
have one of those. No, what? You got
think
funny too.
while-
Eve.
Got
Well,
funny. Nice.
While this is
Nice.
happening, the devil again is like sat on a chair, like multiple chairs,
no.
like he has legs up on like 3 chairs. And every time like someone wants to sit down, for some reason just have the urge to not sit there. So you have a lot of people like like busted up legs, like people need to be sitting, but for some reason just don't want to sit there. And he's just like taking up 3 spaces, kind of like, oh, okay, interesting. Evangeline Box. And what I'm gonna do is you see someone else, I mean, you don't see this happen actually. In the back, because this is so busy, there's so many people coming in and out, you can't tell who's watching, but someone is watching and sees Eve with the arm around Riley and this necklace that very clearly seems to be, because Riley's a handy person. It seems like that they, even from high school till now, they still have a way with their crafts. So this very clearly seemed to be something made by Riley. And this person, I think they're a good friend of Amber's. I'd say their name is Adam. I'll say their name is Adam.
Wow.
And they see this and take a picture and just goes, sends it to Amber, and it's like, hey, are you and Riley still together? Or, and he sends just a bunch of question marks to that and then the photo. And I'm just gonna leave it there for now, as Amber is just getting a hold of a phone from Eden. And
the angel like watches this and like in a panic breaks your phone. It just shatters. The screen is cracked to shit and it is not turning on. It just fell off of like, because like while you guys were like kind of just, I guess, wrapped up in a moment, it fell off the thing. This is a very panicky angel. She's only 3 millennia old, please. She's doing her best. It's not very good. And it just like shatters. It's cracked. It's not turning on again.
Amber's phone?
Yeah. No, your phone. Riley's phone.
Oh, okay. But damn it. Shit. I can't even afford a new iPhone at this point. You know what? That's the least of my problems, Eve. Just do the checkup thing and tell me I'm good, Doc.
Sure. As long as you never call me Doc again. It's very weird to hear from you.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely. I think, where is that cart that I ordered? It's taking forever. And then like she hits the like buzzer in a room and is like, hello, like, and it's like a little pager thing, and a nurse comes in, and the nurse is so little, like just like 5 foot tall, very petite, big eyes. Looks like if she were an animal, she'd be a mouse. And she's just like, yes. How can I help you, Dr. Thula? And Eve just goes, yeah, could you help me grab some vitals real quick? And then I'm gonna run some concussion tests on you. Is that okay, Riley? Are you comfortable with me being your doctor? I totally forgot to ask.
It's fine. Honestly, I'm more comfortable with you than some weird old dude. You know what I mean? So this is fine.
Cool. Well, and like she just like kind of like directs like your face to like focus, and is like, all right, I'm gonna grab like, and she grabs like the flashlight from her belt and is like, okay, well, they do your blood pressure. It might be a little bit tight. I just need you to look right here, and then
right
follow...
into your eyes. Okay.
No, just in the beginning, so that I know they're straight, and then you focus on the finger, and I'm gonna shine this light into your eyes. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
If it hurts too much, you have to say something, okay?
Let you know.
Right.
As you're doing the tests and the nurse is helping with the blood pressure, like everyone can see that the blood pressure is rising.
Yeah.
Like going up as like Riley's doing this test. Are my vitals good?
I think
Eve?
again, the devil has seen the weakness that Riley has, and again, a button just a wonderfully placed button goes undone as as he's saying like keep your eyes on me, and I don't know, I think it's just I think things are moving so loud and just so busy that just enough that Eve doesn't notice.
No, yeah,
I think
Eve does
Riley
not
very
notice
much
because
does.
Eve is trying to do her job, because Eve is a good person for the most part. I mean, she's human after all, but like she became a doctor to save lives and to help people. So she is laser focused. She's looking straight into your eyes.
I'm looking
Riley.
down.
Yeah.
Looking straight and then down.
She's like, Riley? Riley?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Can you focus your eyes?
Yeah, sorry, you've got to. And like, Riley leans in. Your top button is, I can see some of your,
Oh!
out.
Right. Oh, well, he's not really anything you haven't seen before. And then goes, sorry.
The devil's like,
still here?
damn.
Yeah, the
I
nurse
love
is
this.
but like not judgmental, not a judgmental person,
Yep.
just a little surprised. And then goes, none of my business, none of my business. And like out loud, it's like muttering, none of my business, none of my business, none of my business. And it's just like taking the blood pressure and it's like blood pressure's and then like gives a stat that's like a little high. And Eve just goes, yeah, I think given what you've been through, I think it's pretty fair that your blood pressure is a little high. And like she like with one hand like rebuttons that like one button and goes, okay, one more time, very brief.
Yep. Okay.
Just look at the light, okay? And try to follow my finger. And she says like, well, it doesn't look like you have much of a concussion actually. Your head looks pretty okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
But,
I can go?
Almost. Just because you don't have a heavy concussion doesn't mean that you don't maybe have like a brain bleed or something. So
Oh
I
my
do
God.
need to. Well, I mean, you seem okay, but just to be safe, I'd never forgive myself if I let you go and didn't check everything.
Okay.
So
You'd have my blood on your hands, eh?
I mean. I'd rather not you be my second patient to die. That feels like
right. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Eve. By the way, I didn't mean to. I was just trying to
you're
relieve
fine.
some tension.
Don't. You're fine. It's fine. I became funny. You stayed cute. And like, and so and Eve just goes, right. Anyway, I'm gonna order you an MRI. The wait time is about maybe half an hour. I'll see if I can get you in sooner. And
what
then
is that? What's an MR? Is that like a drink? Does that have agave in it?
No.
When you say that, the TV sparks and just falls and hits the ground hard. Behind you. Like I think it's like there's like multiple TVs on each wall. The one right behind you just narrowly misses you as it just falls and hits the ground. The moment you say agave.
And like you've just like kind of like grabbed your shoulders real quick because like instinct of like protect patient and just like let's go. And it's like maybe we should move to a different room while I have you wait on that MRI. That's never happened before.
Yeah, a room with a bed, a chair for me to sit in. Yeah.
Yep. Eve just goes right. So let's. You know what? There's one right across the hall that should be empty. Let's go in there. We'll just and like gathers like the blood pressure cuff and like the and then like the thing there, and it's just like, well, normally a nurse would do this, but I mean, I'm here, so I could just do your IV myself.
Okay.
Cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Just stick it in me.
And the angel's consistently losing feathers at this point because
the devil just watching the angel like, I haven't done anything. It's all you.
The angel smacks him with a wing, and the fact that it like mildly succeeds is alarming. But the angel is too annoyed to care, and Eve of course can't see any of this and just goes, okay, well, I am pretty famous around here that I tend to be able to set IVs with just one poke. So you better not break my streak, Riley.
Oh, so you're good with IVs. Like, it's like how you were good with you did the cherry stem thing back in high school, like with your mouth.
The nurse is bright red. Bright fucking red. The nurse is bright red and a little bit louder. He's like, none of my business. But also this nurse like loves like telenovelas and like romance novels and is like absolutely living the dream.
Yeah.
And Eve is just like, I haven't done that trick since camp.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you're busy with med school. I mean, didn't hook up with any pretty girls in med school? Showed them the old tongue tie?
I think I've picked up a few other tricks since then, since the cherry stem. But I don't even know if I can still do the cherry stem. I'll have to see sometime.
Really? It's like riding a bike, right? Like once you learn how to do that with your tongue, you never forget.
Yeah, I guess. And like Eve is like trying to like focus. Face is like getting a little pink. And it's just gonna, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna hurt because
that's fine. I can take it.
okay, I'll count us down. And like, you expect her to maybe say 3, 2, 1. On 3, she
Okay.
right in there.
What? Ooh.
And she like laughs. It's like, that's an old medical trick.
That is dirty, Eve. That's a dirty trick.
Wow, it's
I
not
would
as
like-
dirty as the cherry stem. And she like seals it off.
The devil's looking at the angel like, are you meant to have those wings? Or did you end up with the wrong job? Because you're doing really well as the devil.
The angel is, the wings are drooping. The angel has a throbbing headache. The angel is still looking at this and has like pressed the button and it goes like to an earpiece and it's just like cosmic screaming. That she's basically getting chewed out by her manager. And so in the one earpiece she has cosmic screaming, and the other she hears the devil, and she's just staring at the devil like, Eve is a good person.
But
But also Eve is single. So technically she's not doing anything wrong. I did not see this coming.
Actually, give me a sec real quick. I want to try
What?
and do something. And the devil stands up, and as people are like rushing through, like the devil walks past someone, like kind of disappears. You know the classic movie trope when someone walks by and they disappear, and reappears behind Amber as Amber is unlocking her phone. After Eden telling her that Riley might not make it to is at the hospital right now because a car crash. But then when she's like, yeah, sure, that's I hope she's okay. I hope they're okay. They unlock their phone and see the message from Adam, and looks at it, and they see a picture of Eve and Riley with the arm around each other. Eve wearing a necklace that I think Amber recognizes the handiwork at the very least of that necklace, and it was definitely had Riley written all over it. And then another picture comes as the moment they unlock their phone of Eve holding Riley by the shoulders. We know this happened moments after the TV fell down, but Amber doesn't. And you just the devil just kind of whispers in Amber's ear saying like, oh, that doesn't really look like someone who's just going to the hospital after a car crash. Isn't that their ex? And then disappears and returns to the hospital. And your phone is broken, but Amber is definitely sending a lot of trying to call you actually.
But I can't pick up because my phone's broken.
Up.
Because the angel because
the angel got confused.
Yeah, so again,
poor angel.
Yeah, a lot of calls are happening right now, but none of
the angel's feathers are slowly turning very dark, by the way. Like they stopped falling out. In fact, some new ones are sprouting. The new ones are black. This is possibly the worst day of the angel's life.
Oh, you're getting your wings, but I don't know if they were what you wanted.
Shaking with irritation
right now. Is this your emo phase? Do all angels go through this or no? Like I said, I'm doing very little.
You hush. Because the angel will not curse. She refuses. She feels it. She feels something under her tongue like she could now. And she's like, nope. The cosmic earpiece has stopped ringing because she took it out. And so everybody in the room that's human might feel like they have a little bit of tinnitus. Because it's just going out into the ether, and she's looking at this and she just looks at like the devil, and she feels there's some possibilities now that might have been more open to her now than they were before.
Interesting.
And
well, I'm also gonna
go ahead.
I'm gonna add, everyone does get a little bit of tinnitus, but Riley's is really bad. Like really, like it's ringing really bad.
Ouch. Oh my god. Eve, I think my concussion's getting worse. The ring's getting louder. There's like a ringing in my head.
Ringing in your head? Okay.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay. Well, I can give you some eardrops if you want. And then she looks at the nurse and is like, can you go grab X, Y, and Z? Brand name. Here.
And the
Is
nurse
that a brand name of something?
And the nurse just like straight up is like visibly doesn't want to leave this telenovela that she stumbled into, but like also has a job, and is like, yeah, of course, got it. Be right back. And she like zooms out. like rushes back in a few minutes later, has like eardrops, and is about to like do it herself when like Eve has her hand out and goes, "Oh, what am I doing? Not a nurse. Yeah, I'm gonna
Riley grabs Eve's wrist because the ringing is still really bad. No, is it okay if she does it?
There's another picture taken. I'm just gonna add that.
Yeah, sure, of course, whatever you're comfortable with. Eve is in grave danger of getting yelled at by a superior at this point, by the way, for like spending so much time there, but whatever. Doctors are a shortage or something, she'll be fine. And so she just goes, okay, I need you to and like she has to like kind of motions that she has to like take your face in one hand.
Yep.
And says like you have to
another picture taken.
All right.
And I have the drops, and I'll drop one in here, and then we'll wait a minute, and then we'll switch. Okay. And like she's doing
remember what we used to do when I got when I had a bad headache to get rid of the headache?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm remembering the same thing you're remembering, and is like visibly like pink in the face, and goes, "Okay, I think we can switch now. I mean, switch.
What?
Switch. Move your head.
Switch.
Move your head. Move your head.
Moving it.
And like does the other drops and like puts it down, and like you have to wait like a minute, and you could probably hold your head up totally fine by your own, but like Eve is not, like she's a little dazed, and so she doesn't immediately like take her hand back and is like, oh, right. So in about 10 minutes the ringing should get better. If it doesn't get better, we'll try something else.
Something else. Yeah.
Right.
I think the nurse who's watching this, this all happened. It's like, I'm sorry, I just need to ask, what was it that you did to help with the headache, just in case this doesn't work? I mean, if you have some kind of treatment that does tend to.
It was nothing. We would go on a walk.
Okay.
And like you could see Eve like snort, because you feel like this is like maybe a moment that you guys actually had back in camp where you got caught and we're like, we were on a walk. And like Eve like laughs a little bit, and it's very clear that that's what she's remembering. And
the nurse is very disappointed because they're waiting for something spicy, but
it's just a walk and some breathing exercises.
Yep, just a couple of and yoga, in the park.
Eve is like pink, like cheekbones pink, blinking a little bit more often than usual, and definitely like averting the gaze of like the nurse. Is doing like the Debbie Ryan hair tuck, just like out of like awkwardness.
Oh my god,
weird. It looks cute.
I can't a Debbie Ryan hair tuck. I think that's like, oh right, MRI. We should probably get the MRI.
Yeah.
Do you want to get that scan now? Okay.
But no AGAYEVs in it.
Agave? Yeah? And as exactly as they say agave, I think another person's rushed in again, just 80 miles per hour. Ridiculous. So many accidents. And they slam, like, it looks like the paramedic who's wheeling them in is looking behind him and talking to another paramedic by their side, and accidentally slams into the knee of Riley with the stretcher and goes, I'm so sorry, and just quickly rushes past.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Knee. I'm okay.
Your bad knee? What happened to
I
your
injured
knee?
myself like a year ago, around when I met Amber, actually. Oh, right, Amber.
Right.
Right.
So how did you injure your knees because medical history? I didn't even take your medical history.
Oh, you're good. Just progressive over. I just too heavy of a squat. One day I just pushed myself past what I really should have, and I tweaked my knee a bit. Medical history wise, you have to know drugs, alcohol, that stuff.
I was there for a lot of it, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink as much as I used to. I don't smoke as much as I used to. Just like a glass of red wine a day or something. You have to know my sexual history, or
if you're comfortable, you can put it on the
the nurse is watching
on the sheet. So you can there's like a form, right? there's a form, and the nurse just
Oh,
goes,
yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah.
She has it. She does not want to give it to you.
Yeah, 100%.
She does not want to give it to you. She's like, I think the printer broke. And Eve was just like, all of them? All of the printers broke?
You hear
And
from
the nurse is
you
just
hear from the
like-
reception. It's like, why did the printer suddenly stop working? Can we get a technician down here?
Oh my god.
The mousy little nurse is like, oh my god, am I a witch? And Eve was just like, I mean, if you're comfortable, of course you can. Yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean, I've been with Amber for a year now. I mean,
Right.
to this day. So for a year, I've only been with one person. No STDs. We're clean. You know, we get
Cool.
tested every so often just in case.
Mhm.
Anything else? I haven't been to the hospital in a hot minute. Anything else you have to know on that form?
I mean, do you still have the same allergies you used to have?
Yes, Benadryl and shellfish.
Okay, well, I'll try not to shove shrimp in your face while we're here.
But well, it's too bad because I do like oysters.
Oh, yeah, but definitely not worth dying over.
Nope,
and,
not worth the. Yep.
Yeah, and there's other foods that
Yep. Yeah, tons of other things to eat.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
and
The
And
devil's
Eve's just, like,
enjoying
clearing
this
her
way too
throat.
much.
What
Eve's
even
just
were
like,
the devil and angels like objectives?
Oh,
I
you
know
will
mine,
not
I know
believe
what-
what the angel's objective was.
I know what mine is.
It's been completely
and I
derailed.
still could possibly do it.
I do not know how you would get yours, but we have. I'd give
see.
us like maybe 10-ish minutes, and then we're gonna cut it. I
Yep,
think we're coming
yep.
to a very nice cinematic
We're-
climax here, anyway.
Oh my god.
And
We're
And
coming to a
the-
what kind of climax?
stop! I said cinematic. I meant narratively. I meant narratively. I've said nothing. Anyway.
Listen, guys, we're coming. It's fine. We're coming to the end.
Oh my god, Drak. We're all coming together to the
Oh
end.
boy.
This-
And the nurse just goes, oh, and like there's like a ping on like her pager goes, oh, the MRI room is free. So we can do that test right now. We just wheel you up there and
Great. Oh, I've got I think I remember what an MRI is now that my concussion's coming down. It's that big machine, right? I have to
right.
take my
Oh,
piercings
right.
out.
So you need to take your piercings out.
Yeah, I have a on my
Oh, well, you're gonna have to get a gown, and so I'll grab you a gown, and just like kind of nudges the nurse, and the nurse goes, sure, and like goes to grab a gown, and we're just like, okay, well, we have to, I'll leave, and
yep.
I'll see you after the scan. Shouldn't take too long, and yeah, so mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Uh-huh.
And
right.
Eve just like hurries out, and like you don't see it, but like she's pressed against the wall, like, what is happening? Okay. And just like kind of like focus, Eve, focus. All this years of med school, and don't waste it. And the nurse like hands you a thing and is just like grinning at you. It's just straight grinning
Okay,
at
so
you.
I'll just change in here. Yeah.
Yep. I'll close the curtain, and I'll
Okay.
stand outside it. You let me know when you're ready.
Great.
And then
I
if you
think
feel comfortable
I think
walking,
the curtain right next to Eve gets accidentally left open just a smidge. Like
Oh.
the glass
gonna
window, like
literally
right
say
next to
that.
Eve is. Yeah.
I was gonna say exactly
Oh.
that. Yeah.
So Riley like
They-
takes their like shirt off, right? Like in like the cool, like with the
The
two
cool
hands
way.
over the head. Yeah. And like they're like topless, and they've got like top surgery, and they've got like a nipple piercings and these tattoos. They take the nipple piercings off, right? And they start taking off their pants to take off a different kind of piercing, right? So they're like butt ass naked, and like you see their like huge glutes, their thunderous thighs. Like it's truly like. Truly like
That's
a
the
work
cool
of art
way.
there.
yeah. Eve had just turned around to ask the nurse something, and immediately goes, This is nothing. This is fine. This is nothing. This is fine. And like very pointedly goes to the nurse's station to like stand there. and wait. The angel is just sitting there, like moderately normal at this point, which is new.
She's accepted her fate.
Her wings
is
are almost
too
entirely
fun.
black,
This is
and
great.
she is glaring at the devil openly, and now it actually like carries weight because she can now. The controller has turned black and is no longer ringing off the hook. It's just ringing a little bit. And she picks up the earpiece from the floor and she pops it in and goes, "What?" And a very deep, kind of raspy voice comes up and says, "Oh, a newcomer. Welcome to the fold." And she's just like staring out into space, like staring then like directly at the devil.
The devil goes, "Don't worry, I'll give you a glowing recommendation."
And like the angel's just like grinning at him now. It's not glaring, just grinning, because there's like more being said on the earpiece nobody else can hear, and she's just grinning and grinning and grinning, and it looks very unsettling. And she's not doing anything yet. She's just grinning at you. Not blinking though, because you don't have to blink as an angel. Gremlin down below, my beloved.
Lucifer herself.
100%. And I think once Riley has all their piercings out and their gown on, Eve, I think Eve kind of like, it's already open. Eve like pokes her head around. She goes, "You seem like you're finished. We have the machine ready."
Oh, yeah. So I just
Right.
left my piercings on the tray. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Hopefully,
Sure.
I'm not bleeding to death internally.
No, they had you checked. I think you should be fine in that regard. Although I didn't think you had much of a concussion and you had the ringing. Is the ringing better by now? Like the tinnitus
I
thing
don't-
should be gone.
I don't hear it at all, actually, at all.
Oh, great. Well, looks like the drops worked. No need for alternative treatment. And
That's too bad.
and Eve just goes, so just because you were in an accident, probably put you in a wheelchair, so you don't walk around too much.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So if you just sit and I'm supposed to go on break now, but I can wheel you to the MRI room if you want.
Oh, you don't have to. You should take your break.
It's fine. And like she has a sneaking suspicion she's gonna be down a few shifts in the future for a week or two anyway. She's like, it's fine. You know, I never really know anybody that comes in here, and I want to make sure you're taken care of. You know, I mean,
Thanks, Eve. You've always been
course.
so kind. Okay, great. Then I'll just sit in this chair here.
Yep. So the MRI, you know, you're just gonna lay in it and
Okay.
gonna take a picture just to make sure you lay really still.
Okay, I'm just gonna get down then and
Yep. And
settle down.
I'll be outside the door,
Okay.
and the technician. The technician will help you.
But I can hear your voice inside, right? Like I saw
Yes.
this on CSI Miami.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not sure if the people they're scanning are usually alive or not, but you should be able to hear
Oh.
me just fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Well, if your voice is the last voice I hear, it's not such a bad way to go.
Well, you're not. Anyway. And Eve just like goes outside and like closes the door and like leaves you with the technician. And you know what, Drak?
And the
I've made the last few
technician.
NPCs. Do you want to make the technician?
Yeah, I think so the technician is what should their name be? Kane. Their name is Kane.
Oh my God.
And I think
Boy.
like this one, he's a lot shorter, about 5'4", like 5'4", 5'3", like a slicked back head of black hair, dark skinned, and and I think they clearly had piercings. They obviously took theirs out just to be safe, but they clearly had piercings all along their ears, and you probably could tell that there's one. They have a lip one and one in the nose, but yeah, all of them are naturally taken out, and they wheel you over to the MRI and just saying, okay, you're just gonna need to lie there and just stay perfectly still. You might feel a little bit of a tingle, but that's just the MRI doing its work.
Yep. You got it. Hey, quick question. This is kind of unprofessional. Feel free to not respond. But do you know Dr. Thula?
Oh my god.
Well, yes, yeah.
Oh
Work
my
with
she-
her
fucking
frequently.
god.
Is she single?
Oh my fucking god.
Yes, she is.
Okay, that's it. It's just I'm not being a creep. We know each other. We went to summer camp
Okay.
together, high school.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm just gonna get this machine going. Okay, and I think he goes to the back of the machine and starts like setting it up. He has the screen and everything, and I don't know. I have never had an MRI myself, but I don't know how much screens of protection there is. But the nurse that was with Eve at the time comes in with the technician. They seem to be good friends, and probably the nurse is also on their break, so just kind of like keeping each other company, and just says, "Hey, do you like checks if they're busy? Like the machine's going. Okay, cool. Have you heard about the agave thing?" And when they say agave,
No! You're gonna kill my character.
when they say agave, nothing happens. It's odd. You hear it happen. You hear them say agave, and I'd imagine Riley's ready for something to happen, but nothing happens. Just nothing happens.
Huh.
I hate you.
It's interesting.
I hate you.
Curse is broken.
And
My
they
curse is
go through the scan. They go through the scan and get the results up. And once you're out, the technician comes back out again and shows you the images and just says, "You're actually all good. Eve told me that you ran into a moose.
Yeah,
Odds in the middle of
I mean the
Boston,
zoo.
but I heard about the zoo.
Yeah.
But all things considered, you're all fine. Your name is Riley, though, correct?
Yeah, Riley.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
I was just checking out someone. Adam. They said I should ask you to call Amber because apparently they just told me the name Amber. They've been
Wait.
trying to contact you but can't.
Adam Zielinski works here?
I don't think he was a patient. I was just checking up on them, but they said that they saw you.
He must have seen this out of context. There's nothing. Damn it. Is Amber here?
And Eve is like joining in, by the way, because you came out and like have the results, and Eve is just like, all right, cool. So and like looks at the results and is like, amazing, great. So it looks like, no plastic damage up there. Glad to hear it.
Oh, good. I'm glad my brain is in one piece. Shit, I think my girlfriend's here. I think she saw might have seen some things out of context between us.
Oh.
Actually, you know what,
right.
Eve? Do you want to come with me and explain to her that everything is good? Because you're also my doctor, right? So she's probably...
Right. I am your doctor. Right. Yes. Of course. What? Yep. Sure. So I'm gonna wheel you back to your room, and I guess, nurse, if you could, find Amber in the waiting room and let her in. This should be fine. So Eve wheels you back. Is like a little pink in the face and like mentally like fucking like slapping herself on the wrist and is like, you need to chill. And just like is quiet, is like very quiet because she does not trust herself to say anything. She's just like very quiet, wheeling you back to the room.
Okay.
I think as you're wheeling them into the room, there are no sirens, nothing like that, but a set of police officers
Oh my
rushed
God.
into. It doesn't seem like they're in a huge rush, but they walk with purpose into the hospital and go to reception and ask, have you seen I believe their name is Riley. Has Riley been admitted into hospital today? And of course the receptionist is like, yes, actually. The doctor just brought them in. They had an MRI scan and they seem fine. Is there anything wrong? And they just say, oh no, we just need to ask them some questions. Can you point us to the room they're in?
Oh boy.
And the receptionist points them to the room you're in, and these police officers, three white men, just absolute, like, you can tell that they're the fucking worst. And the devil's like, these are my favorite people. I love using these stereotypes. They're a lot of fun. They say, you're Riley, correct?
Oh, I thought you were going to be my girlfriend, but clearly you're not. Yes,
no.
officers, what seems to be the problem?
Yes. You were recently in a crash, correct?
Yeah, I hit a moose and I got concussed, and this lovely doctor helped me out.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, yeah, is there a reason you guys are, bothering my patient right now? I mean, they just got in a car accident.
Yes. We just wanted to. Well, your patient here wasn't looking where they were driving. Quite literally, that's the only way. One, you can actually run into a moose, but two, we caught them on camera. They seemed to be on their phone or something as they were driving, practically swerving very recklessly. Could have put much more people, not just the moose and themselves, in danger. So we wanted to make sure we can take you.
Are you kidding me right now? And I like gesture at like the wheelchair I'm in. Are you kidding me? No
Like,
one was. It was just a moose. No one else was hurt.
Yeah, Eve is just like, this is absolutely. First of all, you cannot arrest my patient while they're in my care. So if you have an issue,
fine. Actually, I heard that the MRI came in fine, that they're going to be dismissed.
But you
fairly
need
soon.
observation after a concussion.
Of
So
course, we can
actually,
wait
I'm
then.
going to be keeping them here overnight.
Okay, we can wait. We can wait here.
All
I'm sorry,
night.
Ryan, I hope you're okay.
Visiting hours end at 8. So you'll have to come back in the morning. And if you have an issue with it, you can deal with my supervisor. And the supervisor is a very, very, very ACAB. Like very.
Do you say
very
that to their
violent.
face? Do you say like?
No,
"Hey,
I'm
very
saying that for you
okay."
guys. For you guys. Very
Cool.
radical. Used to punch cops in their heyday. Old, like doctor. So she's like, so you guys can take it up with my supervisor, Mrs. Richardson, Dr. Richardson. So you guys can come back in the morning with a warrant and the appropriate paperwork. But until then, as my doctor, I think you are disturbing my patient, and I'm ejecting you from this room.
Of course, we wouldn't want to do anything that would accentuate the circumstances you're in, but we'll be seeing you tomorrow. And they turn and walk away.
Yeah, you'll be hearing from my lawyer, the Hooters lawyer. They got a good one. Usually just commercial law, but they're gone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That
Eve,
was
thank you so
crazy.
much. What? That was.
I mean, I'm so
awesome.
sorry to like, you have to stay here overnight. With
No,
your,
it's
with
fine.
Your plans.
I mean, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, thank you. That I can't get arrested again. I mean, that is gonna be real bad. Hooters might fire me. Thank you.
Right. No, it's totally fine. And for at least the first few hours, I can probably keep you company. And as she says this, Amber walks in, and we are in the last
as
few
Amber
minutes.
walks in, if this is okay,
Go ahead,
Done.
do whatever.
Riley kisses Eve, like right as Amber walks in.
The devil.
It is definitely reciprocated.
Amber walks in and is fucking livid. She is screaming at
the nurse has popcorn.
I think the nurse pointed to Amber to the room. And
Yeah,
like, the
because
nurse
she
had
was
pointed,
directed by the angel who has given up.
like-
The angel just went, let's make Amber a little insecure today. Oh,
Oh no, Amber.
Amber is screaming at Riley. I think they have like Riley has a necklace. Amber has a necklace that Riley had also made for them and rips up and throws it down at the feet of Riley. And,
Amber, wait.
oh,
Wait,
No.
I can
You went to the extreme
explain.
of pretending you were in a car crash just to meet your
No,
ex.
I was actually in a car
I know.
crash.
Oh,
and
wait,
I
Eve was
I
here.
didn't know. I didn't know that that the car crash. I didn't know that we were going to see each other today. I haven't seen. I
Yeah,
haven't seen you
we
in
had
years.
no idea. In years, since high school.
And sometimes
Okay, so-
after car crashes, your hormones are like super high. And
Excuse me.
we know each
I
other.
also studied medicine and I know all of this. Most of the things you're saying
She's
right
also
now.
studying for the medical
Oh.
bar. She's really good.
Bullshit,
She's just
okay?
waitressing at Hooters to make tips. Amber, wait, hold on. Before,
Right.
I mean, okay, hear me out here. This might be crazy, Eve. This might be crazy, Amber. But what if we? I mean, it's 2022.
I mean, I'm down.
I knew
And
you were
Eve
going
like
for that.
says it and is like, oh, didn't mean to answer so quickly. But we could talk
And two of you
about
have a
it.
lot in common. You're both gorgeous. You both love medicine, and you like me, and I like both of you.
Right.
I'm gonna-
Mhm.
I think the devil is actually watching this. Like, I think like for the Celestials, for the angel and the devil, time pauses, and the devil's like walking around this whole scene like, both work. God would fucking hate it. That's all I really need.
Great. The angel just goes, fucking great. He gave me this assignment. He can fucking deal with it. And the angel just like smacks Amber up the back of the head and like knocks the insecurity right out of her, including several that she didn't give her in the first place. And is like, let's just make you a little bit more confident, huh, baby? Okay. And like smacks her up the head.
And time plays again. And time starts again. And Amber's like, oh, okay, but I think we still need to go to some kind of counseling or something. You didn't need to lie to me. You lied about hitting a moose?
Okay, actually, that wasn't a lie. They really did hit a moose. I mean, we were in the hospital, and I mean, they're in a gown, and it's not, some sort of anything else.
No, this isn't. We never role played this scenario before ever.
Yet.
Okay.
And
you definitely asked me to, but it's
I know. But wait, but you're cool with it? You wanna try? I mean, maybe we could go, not to Hooters, but we could go somewhere for dinner.
Well, I mean, you have to stay here overnight, but we can order takeout, and I can extend the visiting hours for you, Amber.
Okay.
So,
okay. Still, we need to talk about the lying, though. And also the necklace. We basically had the same thing.
Yeah. We could talk about all that. Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
And Eve is just like, cool, two partners. This is a day. 2 partners and maybe a suspension from work. It's okay. And with that, I will conclude this because we are a minute or two over, and I want to make sure that everybody gets their things on time. But thank you so much for this inaugural session. Again, I am Brandy Rose. The amazing creator of this game and Mortal was Connie, and the amazing devil who managed to corrupt an angel.
Oh my god!
Drak.
Corrupt. I literally did nothing. You gave me all these things.
I know.
Like,
It
okay,
just kept
cool.
going wrong, and you kept picking everything up and was like, "Yep, this is it. This is happening." My goal as the angel, by the way, was to get you to try to crusade to end all production and refinery of agave products.
I had a feeling it was something to do with that, but I was like, we are in too deep in this relationship drama right now.
Yeah, right.
I did not see that happening at all when I made. I mean, to be fair, I saw none of this happening. I thought the angel was gonna be like good and like plucky, and this bitch died.
Great. Yeah.
She straight up turned into a demon.
The
She
moment
straight up
I
fell
can't
from grace.
remember, he was it that made the whole agave thing like, oh, this is bad luck. Because the moment someone said that, I was like,
Connie.
I'm leaning into this hard. Connie was like, yeah, so like, cool, I'm leaning into it hard. Just to make sure you never succeed yours.
That's why I changed it. Yeah, I changed everything because of your plan, which was
mine was you ruined my plan, god damn it. Was for you to steal a cop's car. So
that's why I had to change the speed limit, because I was like, if he can get cops in here, then he can get closer to his goal. But if I make us go to the hospital, then you can't do that. And then Eve luckily saved me again in the last minutes.
Damn it.
What a good way to end the session, though, with a throuple forming.
That was perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you everybody for watching. Everybody's amazing credits are in the chat. If you guys want to do a little closing outro again of who you are, I would love that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. I'm Draconix. You can find me on Twitter at Draconix. That's DRAKONIQUES. I'm a writer, Twitch, TTRPG producer. I guess producer at this point, and performer. So you can find me there to see what I'm up to.
Hey everyone, I'm Connie. I've been the Mortal, which was a ton of fun. Caught between 2 hotties. Connie Vekishi. I'm an actual play GM, game designer, screenwriter. I'm just gonna read off of my own blurb. I love to tell stories about buff lesbians, obviously, and killing God. You can follow me on Twitter, Itch, and Patreon at @ByConnieChong, and tune into Transplanar RPG, the all trans POC-led D&D stream that I run in GM for Saturdays at 3 p.m. US Central Time on Twitch at Transplanar RPG. With that, I'm gonna toss it back to Brandy.
Thanks. And as you guys know, I am the owner of this Twitch channel. I am a producer and host of podcasts, as well as TTRPGs, as well as being a performer, and first and foremost right now, a game designer. So make sure you check out the games on cutestpatoot.itch.io. I have 3 games out right now. Euphoria, which is gender identity bingo. And then I have Verhex Nochmal, aka Curses, which is where you play as cute little cats to Witch familiars. And you can also dive into horror with Forever 41 if you want to be a vampire and you've ever worked in retail and you've ever thought about brutally, draining all your customers. So that's it. And a big thank you to Jess from Utopia for producing this stream.
Yes, Jess.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you,
Wonderful
Jess.
human being.
So yes, with that, thank everybody for hanging out, and thank you guys for helping me christen this channel with TTRPG.
Oh, I will quickly say, follow Jess on Twitter.
Yes.
Birth of Hope, where the
Yes.
O of is a 0. Okay, that's it. That's what I want to say.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we are.
Rating, rate Asians represent. I don't know if
Perfect.
you heard Jess
Yes, give
there,
them a
so I'm gonna
follow.
say-
Say hi
Yes,
in the chat.
please. All right. Bye.
Bye.